G'day, everybody. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be doing another reaction. Today, we're going to be reacting to a video, one of Kevin Samuels' videos. Rest in peace. He's unfortunately passed away. Very sad. But if you don't know Kevin Samuels, he's somebody who provided a lot of advice to men, but also to women on dating, relationships, and life in general. And he's a very intelligent man. But yes. We're going to react to that today. What are your thoughts before we get into this?
I'm just excited because, I find that Mr. Samuel says a lot of the things that I would love to say. Would absolutely love to say it because it's right there and you see the problem and you're like, well, you don't want to hurt their feelings. He wasn't afraid to tell the truth. He was never afraid to tell it exactly how it is. And
Mhm.
I don't, and we've had this conversation that I don't always agree with what he says,
Right.
but I agree that he has people's think. And if anyone walked away angry from their conversation with Mr. Samuels, I can only say that, well, your anger comes from hearing the truth.
Right.
Because he was never
Absolutely.
disrespectful. He was never disrespectful. He was very firm and probably the conversation that
Yes.
we've all needed at some point in our lives. Like we've all
Yeah,
needed to
exactly.
have that person
It's like,
come
Kevin,
face to
will you
face and
be
say,
will you be my dad, Kevin? Kevin, will you be
yeah,
my dad?
yeah. Can you
But
tell me the ways of the world? Because I'm lost.
he's absolutely, but you're right. He's not disrespectful, but he matches the level of the person he's talking to. So if they want to get
Yes.
aggressive and angry and stuff, well, he'll take it up a little bit as well, and make sure that he's matching them.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you're right. Like it's just a lot of truth. So
Yeah.
we're going to dive into this one now. It's titled. The video is titled. This one is "Spoiled, Disagreeable, and Uncooperative." So
Oh.
he's talking about women there, and he's interviewing other women. So let's see what he says.
Well, I've met a few and I probably have been that person at some point in my life. So let's go.
All right. And I've probably been a disagreeable woman in my past as well.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
How could I not be?
It was just
All
last
right.
week.
All right, let's get into this.
Well,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
26.
Hmm. So, would you rather be right, have a man, or uh, are you ready to live with a woman until the end if you don't have one?
What do you mean by being right, though? I'm a little confused.
Being right. There's part of something called sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Being right typically means a lot of modern women insist upon their way. It has to be my way. And we'll
Okay,
argue
so like my way or the highway type of like vibe.
uncooperative, disagreeable.
Okay.
Back up a little bit.
Oh, listen, I'm not a size 4, so.
I'm just saying because your face is half on there. That's all.
Oh, okay. Let me
Your
go.
face is right
Sorry,
here.
I was fixing some tea. Hold on. Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, I mean,
So the being right notion, the being right just means it makes it almost impossible for you to cooperate with a man long term. What's the longest relationship you've ever
I would say a year.
had? And you're 20, how old?
26.
2?
26.
26, a year. How many relationships have you had that you did not leave?
Like 2.
How old were you when the last one happened?
I was like 24.
And why did you leave?
Okay, so like it wasn't really a relationship. It was like a situationship.
So in other words, you can't count that one.
You can't really. I mean, now you can't count really.
What are you now?
I'm
You said
engaged.
you're engaged? Okay.
Yeah. So I
Uh,
think prior to, I really didn't count that.
how long you been engaged?
About a month now.
And how long you guys been together?
for about 5 months. Yeah.
When you guys getting married?
Sorry, what? They've been together 5 months, and she's engaged. She's already been engaged for 1 month, so that means 4 months from, getting it on to engaged.
What? Oh my, okay. Oh my God. I want to know. I really want to know. And I hope he asked her this. Who did she ever mention marriage before he popped the question? Like, was it even
Mhm.
in the realm of the discussion? Because if
Mhm.
she was the one, I don't want to always put it on the woman because it's not always the woman, but if she was the one
No.
that pushed this, we got a problem. And if she didn't say anything and he's already saying after 4 months, I want to marry you, we got a problem. Why does he want to
Yep.
why does someone want to lock someone in so fast?
Right.
I'm nervous for
Houston,
her.
we have a problem.
We
Like-
do have a problem. I'm very nervous for this girl.
Well, I'm nervous for the situation, like for the relationship. Like that's very,
Yeah.
very quick from either
Yeah.
side. That's super quick. And she said before that her longest previous relationship was 1 year. And I have to say this, like something I've noticed is when like the expressions that she gave when he asked her about her previous relationships, immediately she's like looking up and kind of giggling. And it's like, well, he's just asking you. Whatever is going through your mind right now is saying a lot because you're obviously feeling some kind of way about
Right.
your previous relationships. He doesn't
Right.
care. Kevin doesn't care.
No.
He's just asking the question. There's no right or wrong answer. But
Mhm.
for some reason, she's all like, oh, well, maybe 1 or 2. And, oh, we're not going to count that one. Like, just give the straight answer. What's the answer? Just say
Now,
1, 2, 0, 3.
again, I don't want to, cause this young lady any ill. Do you think quite possibly in her head in that moment, as she's looking up, she's like, well, fuck, my fiance might see this. What answers did I give him?
Yes, good call. You fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it. She's like, oh, oh fuck, what did I say? Oh shit,
I
what
don't
did I tell
remember.
him?
I don't remember what I said.
Oh shit! Yep, you nailed that one. she's trying to keep up with what she told him. Oh crap! All right,
All
shall we
right.
continue?
Yes, please.
I want to get married by November 2022.
A year and a half from now?
Well, we just bought a house, so I need to save up. So
Save up what?
I want a wedding.
You have any children?
No.
So you guys are known each other for less than 6 months, you're engaged, but you're not going to get married until 2022 because you just bought a house and you want a wedding.
Get married, I have a ceremony or
Okay.
family.
Okay.
It's nothing to the house, but yeah, it's
Huh?
fine.
What'd you say?
I said it's nothing to go to the courthouse.
How many kids do you want to have?
I would say like 3.
And are you going to work after you are pregnant with the first kid?
No, I'm not. Wait, what?
Are you going to work after you're pregnant with the first child?
Yes, because I want.
Yes, because you want what?
Because I want to. Like, I mean, I don't mind staying bonding with like my child, but in the long run, I would like to go like have my own business or something in that type of like.
Where'd you go? Did you go to college?
Yeah.
What's your degree in?
Sorry, I just wanted to stop for a second. I was laughing because Kevin's face is gold. Like when she's giving these answers, like look at his face right there. His face
He's
is
looking
classic.
like you can't be serious right now.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to just stop and point that out.
Well, the thing is that he's coming at it from an experienced point of view.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming at it from my whole life is in front of me, and every day is going to be as perfect as it is now.
Right. Or even more perfect. It's
Or
going to get
even more
even more
perfect. Yes,
perfect.
it's gonna
Yeah.
get even better, and when we give those looks to people, it's because we know.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Well, and that's
Lucy in
just
the
it now.
sky over here is, and I love the fact that she's 3 kids and she wants to work, 'cause she wants to own a business and blah, blah, blah. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. But I don't want her to get to the point of having even 1 kid and realizing, "Oh, crap, I made a mistake." So hopefully
Yeah.
between here and November of 2022, well, they probably didn't get married in November of 2022, but because of, things and stuff happened.
Yeah, there was stuff
So
happening around the
yes.
world. Yeah.
The incident that we're not allowed to discuss.
Yeah.
Um, actually, did you know that we actually have to call it now the incident of March 2020?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Just like
anyway.
we have to call the after effects coincidences. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I'm just hoping that it all went well. They're married, they're happy,
Mm-hmm.
they're doing extremely fantastic, or she figured out pretty quickly, not only that, she signed a cohab agreement because they just bought a house
Mm-hmm.
whose name is it in. So I just hope that you want to go back to your previous self, like your younger self, and say, and just like give yourself a shake, like what the fuck were you thinking? So like, and I think that's what Kevin's trying to do, like just
Yeah.
shake younger self to say, come on, man, like what are you doing? I just hope that it all worked out for her. And if it didn't
Yeah.
work
Look,
out,
and
it worked out in a way that's a positive, if that
right.
makes
Well,
sense.
look. Yeah, I totally get it, and I'm with you on that. Like, I think we both love it when people are positive, like about
Yeah.
things. Like
Oh yeah.
things are great, life's great, everything's going to be great. It's a good way to be. It's better than being negative for
Mhm.
sure. But I think what's funny and what's interesting about Kevin, and he does get criticism a lot, but what's funny about Kevin is that he always bases it, and people don't often recognize this. He always bases what he's doing and what he's saying and his conversations on what these people want. They say
Mhm.
it themselves.
Right.
He's not saying that they should do this or that of his own, what he wants them to do. Everyone's got a free choice, but he's asking them questions about what they want and then matching that with what's reality and what's not from
Right.
his practical experience.
Mhm.
So it's great to be positive, but if you're wanting to, ride to work on a unicorn every day, well, maybe it's not going to happen. And his face, his face will point that out.
It's funny that you say that riding to work on a unicorn is not going to happen, because that's exactly what I do every day.
Okay, I'm just googling how to become a unicorn. And with
His
that,
name
we
is
shall
George.
continue. Or Jorge.
Where'd you go? Did you go to college?
Yeah.
What's your degree in?
Accounting.
And what do you plan to have a business in?
I don't know yet. I mean, I'm still young, so I'm still figuring all that. Yeah.
So a wife, a mother, 3 kids, and a business owner.
I mean, it doesn't have to be anything big but whatever happens and whatever what's gonna happen.
Whatever what? I didn't have whatever what?
Back to the right. I still the right or wrong, because
I didn't hear what you said. You were breaking up. We can get to that, but I didn't say whatever what. I didn't hear that part.
I mean, like whatever we agree in the household is what we're gonna do. So
Okay. So back to the right or wrong. Here's what it comes down to. Honestly, if you've only had a year-long relationship, what history do you have cooperating with the man long term?
I mean, we repeat that.
Say again.
Repeat what you just said. Sorry.
What history do you have cooperating with a man long term?
I don't like the word cooperate. Oh, it's like honestly, I don't have a long record because I haven't had anyone like come into my life and really be on that level for me to cooperate. Now I do, but prior to, I really didn't. So
Why don't you like the word cooperate?
it sounds like cooperate. I don't know. It sounds kind of like robotic-y or like a yes thing, like anything that a man says goes, kind of.
How old is your fiance?
Huh?
How old?
Okay, I'm sorry. She doesn't like the actual word cooperative, but she's okay with the word robotic-y. She's okay with coming up.
Hey,
Yeah,
I don't like the word
everyone being
boutique. We all don't like what we don't like. So
I don't like the word moist. So
I
robotic off the
don't
table.
know if someone in her life, because I was trying to quickly, I was trying to figure out why wouldn't she like that word.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what she associates cooperative with is agreeable. There's a huge
Mm-hmm.
difference between cooperative and agreeable. Agreeable is a doormat.
Right.
Agreeable is a
Well,
yes man.
but even agreeable's on a scale. Like you can be because like we
Absolutely.
all have to in our lives be agreeable to some point.
Of course.
Otherwise, if we're just disagreeable all the time, all we're
Well, then we're
doing
just a
is
bitch.
arguing. Right. But
And no
I
one wants to
agree
be
with you
around us.
totally. I'm
Yeah.
being agreeable right now, and I agree with
Yes.
you.
So
Like,
I'm just wondering if someone in her past has maybe she has pushed back and
yeah,
said no, and they said you're
yeah.
so, uncooperative or
Well, I think maybe it sounds to me like she's associating it with being submissive, like being
yes.
totally submissive and just
Yeah,
doing
and it's not the case.
whatever she's told. But cooperation literally means working together.
Right.
That's what cooperation literally means. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It sounds like she's been given a bum steer, but
Yeah.
the word
Yeah.
cooperate itself, it just means working together.
Yeah. So I think she's got a misguided experience with that word.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But
All right.
what was the other word that she said? The one that's actually because cooperative's
Robotic-y?
no good. Robotic.
Put it in the dictionary. Going in.
That one sounds like it was come up with by Dr. Robotnik. So, all right, let's continue.
Is your fiance
35.
35? You got a 26-year-old who doesn't like the word cooperate.
I mean, weird word, cooperate. Like,
No, it's not weird. Then how you gonna say love, honor, and obey?
obey. So if I don't obey, like you get hit or something.
Are your mother and father married?
Yes.
I mean, it's really, you say you're engaged. I'm talking to a woman who says she's engaged and wants to be a mother, and you have a problem with cooperation and obeying.
No, I mean, it's just the word seems so weird. I don't have a problem with like respecting my man, things of that nature, but like the words are just so, I don't know, but
Are you guys having premarital counseling?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you guys having premarital counseling?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Because this doesn't sound good.
Ooh, it sounds horrible.
It doesn't sound good. You sound kind of childish, selfish. Okay. What I'm asking you want a wedding. I mean, your mother and father are still married?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then the wedding you're going to have should be paid for by them. And whatever they can afford is what you get. Versus starting a marriage in a whole. But this is about you. It's about
Yeah,
what you want.
I tell everything. That's my personal business, but
This you want a wedding. Men don't want weddings.
yeah, that's
So
true.
again, you would, instead of getting on with the business of life, you'd rather wait to put yourself in a hole for a ceremony, and you don't even want to cooperate.
I didn't say I didn't want to. Just
The word cooperate just means what it means, and if this is what I mean. This is why I said being right is synonymous to being uncooperative, and it to a lot of Black women because you have a rebellious spirit.
I don't think I'm rebellious. Like,
Well, what do you? Okay, whatever word you want to call it, it's disagreeable. You have less than a year track record of being with anybody. I hope you guys sit down with someone because, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm reading from you is you're kind of selfish.
oh, okay.
And are you an only child?
No.
Okay. But are you used to getting your way in the family? Like, are you the baby girl or something like that?
I'm baby girl, yes.
Yeah, spoiled. Yep.
I'm like spoiled.
Yeah, and a spoiled rotten woman is good to nobody. It's good to nobody because being spoiled as a baby girl or a daughter is one thing, but being spoiled to a man and a wife, that's a formula for bad things. So I hope y'all sit down with somebody prior to getting married and everything else to figure out what's going on because, almost like he needs to get on your page. At 35?
My page? No.
So if he decided he didn't want to pay for a wedding, then what?
I'm still trying to make my page. What do you mean? But I'm
Well, your page needs to be his page. That's the point.
okay.
But if he decided, let's say he decided he didn't want to have a wedding. Let's just say he said, look, babe, that's it. We're not doing this. Then what? We're going to the courthouse. What do you say?
I mean, I would be upset because I'm human and I'm a woman, and who doesn't want a wedding?
But you do what?
Oh my God, she's human and a woman, so.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. As a woman, I do not accept that. I do not. Do not
Thank
paint
you.
me. Do not paint me in that little fairy tale that you have there. There are plenty of women out there who do not want the hassle, who do not want to spend the money, who do not want all the attention on them all day long. And so they can be bridezilla for 2 years. No.
She's doing it.
Go to the courthouse.
She's got a brush.
Grateful. Be
She's
grateful
painting.
he is. I'm sorry, but be grateful he is actually even suggesting, hey, I really want to marry you. We don't have the money. Let's just go. I just want to marry you.
Exactly. And I'm so
Be
glad you said
grateful.
that. I just like he wants to be with you enough to get married. Like
Yes.
he wants to make that
Right.
commitment. How you
Right.
do that, whether it's spending $50,000 or going to the courthouse, should make no difference and have no bearing on whether you actually love each other and want to be together.
Right. Because,
She's like,
didn't you know the bigger the wedding, the bigger the love?
oh my God.
You didn't hear that?
Well, I've definitely heard it. I just don't believe it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
don't feel it.
it's subliminal in everything in society. It's subliminal.
Right. Well, I guess
Yeah.
you're right. The money equals love. That's what they've set us up for in society.
Right.
But you notice how she does that. Like her thing is, her reasons for being upset, right? Because she's like, oh, of course I'd be upset because I'm human and because I'm a woman. and what woman wouldn't want that, right? She doesn't say, because I think it's a great representation or a great way to show my man that I love him.
Right.
Or it's a great way for us together to share our love with everybody else that we love.
Right.
She literally said, just because I'm a woman and because,
Yeah.
I'm a woman. That's it. That's all she had.
That's not a good reason.
Nope, fail right there.
Yeah.
And I just want to. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to
Sorry.
cut you up.
Sorry, that was really loud. Sorry, go ahead while I do,
No, it's fine. Well, I
there
was
we
just
go.
going to
I gotta
say,
put things on do not disturb. Sorry.
I wanted to say that one of the words that and we said we don't always agree with everything Kevin says, right? But
Yeah.
so one of the words he says there, and what he alluded to, was obeying your husband,
Right. Yes,
right?
I didn't like that either.
And I don't like that. I don't agree with that.
Yep.
Cooperation, great.
Yes.
Partnership, great. Work, doing things together, great. Obeying, no, because because that insinuates a master-slave relationship, which is just
Right.
insane to me.
Right.
Because the relationship is complementary. At least it should be.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
traits over here, good traits over here, balancing each other out. Boom, and then you've got a good relationship. Not
Yeah.
you will do what I say. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, that's horseshit. And yeah, I too, I felt all my heckles go up when I was like, no, that's
Yeah.
not happening. But I do appreciate how he flat out said, like, she's childish. Like she is
Yes.
very, very emotionally immature.
Yeah.
And she I hope she took that I hope she took that to heart, like not as an insult, but just to heart that
Listening.
quite possibly there's some emotional, growing up to do.
Yeah, just listening, right? Just listening to what he's
Yeah.
saying. And you notice how we're talking about the business. She's like, I'll have a business. Doesn't have to be something big. Just a business. It's like, what fucking business are you talking about? Like,
Right.
you don't just go like, oh, tomorrow, you know what? Business. I have it. I'm doing it. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah. If it was that easy, we'd all have business.
Yeah, just business. Like, I'm a businessman. All of a sudden.
He's like with his trench coat. Want to buy a watch?
It's still a business. Oh, wait, that's the dildos. Whoops. Wrong jacket. I bought the wrong jacket. All right, let's continue.
Personal within it. So
But you do what?
that's all I gotta say about that.
I mean, you would make him pay for that too. What, bitch? What? Homie, whoever you are, y'all need to have counseling just to make sure y'all are on the same page. Because whatever's going on with you in this cooperate word, red flags. I'm just saying, you come across as kind of selfish. It's about you.
It's all about me.
That's what I'm getting. I mean, have you not heard this from anybody before?
No.
Okay, well, maybe I'm reading it wrong, but premarital counseling is always advisable to make sure you're on the same page, because the wedding and all that other stuff, especially after buying a home and this, I mean, that's for you. If your family can't afford it, take what you can get and take the small ceremony. You're supposed to care more about the marriage and the man and starting your life than this showing off for your friends.
Okay.
I mean, does that not make sense?
I mean, it does, but I mean, I want what I want.
Right.
Certain people want what they want. So.
Right. I know that's in the nature. That's at the root of wanting to be right. That's why it is. The question is what it is. All right, take it easy.
Go. Holy shit is what I have to say.
So I want what I want.
Thank you. That's the bit that I was going to talk about as well. He's like, he lays it out for her. She's like, yeah, but I want what I want. Like,
And
what?
I appreciate that. But not
But is
at
it, I
the
want what I want at
expense.
the expense? Thank you. We were both going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think. but I feel like I cut you off. We've got maybe a little delay here, but so
We
you
have
go,
a
please.
massive
Go.
delay because you're still laughing about the thing 5 minutes ago for me.
Okay.
So yeah, I want what I want at the expense of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar, actually.
Yes, familiar to me as well.
I'm starting to wonder if she pushed the marriage. I want what I want.
Right. She wants what she wants. Cooperation.
Yes.
It's not a thing.
Yes, not a
It's not a
thing.
thing. And you put that with when he asked, well, so if he wants to just go to the courthouse, your fiance wants to just go to the courthouse, what happens then? And she's like, I'll be pissed. I'd be pissed. I've got a vagina, Kevin. Don't you know that? I've got a
Yeah.
vagina. That means I want a big wedding.
Yeah. Just go ask all the vaginas. That's all they want. Big, huge wedding.
They'll tell you.
Are you envisioning what I'm envisioning? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I am, of course. But
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me.
If you want the answers, just visit the team. But look, he's so right. Like, he and I agree with him. Get some premarital counseling. Sort that shit out.
Yeah.
I feel like, she just wants what she wants, and
Yeah.
the relationship is not going to be good. It's not going to go anywhere good because of that fact. There's no mutual respect by the sounds of it, and actual cooperation. Because,
Right.
I mean, like we've both been through relationships that are more. The other person was a lot more in control and a lot more,
right.
Domineering in that sense. And what they wanted was what they wanted, and that was it.
Yes.
And hence why we're not in those anymore. But like looking at what he just talked about and where they're at, and like I just for us now. It's just not a thing. Like any of those like arguments, disagreements, all that stuff. It's just not a thing because I feel like we actually respect each other.
Yes. There's a whole lot of respect.
Mhm.
And just actual care about what each other thinks, feels, wants.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. It's so easy.
Right.
There's no control. There's no, you can't go here and I can't go there. And, just,
Yeah.
we both live our lives and.
Plus, I obey you all the time.
Hmm?
I obey you all the time.
You fucking better. I want what I want.
Well, I know you're a woman. You have a vagina. I know. Therefore, you must want to get married.
I must want a big wedding.
Now, all jokes aside, that is
Yeah.
sound logic from this woman. It's not. Look, she is who she is, and we shouldn't cast aspersions on her too much. At least she's not robotic-y. She didn't go there. So
Right. We're grateful for that. Yeah, I just feel very I don't know. I just feel like she's too young. And only being in a year-long relationship before you're getting married. I don't know. I don't know. Like cuz and then he's late. I don't know. I didn't see her as selfish, but I wasn't maybe I don't know.
I just think I think the overall sense that I got from her was that she has a lack of or a lower sense of consideration for her partner than for
Yes.
herself. And it's
Yes.
okay. You've got to love yourself first, of course.
Mhm.
But to the level that, well, what I want is more important. And that's when you're going to start to have dramas.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, I think it's really interesting. Kevin Samuels was, rest in peace, Kevin, a great conversationalist and a very intelligent guy. And I think, I just love watching his stuff because he's cool, calm, considered, but he doesn't take any shit either. And I like that. So
Yeah. He says all the things we want to say. So
yeah,
like perfect. He said it. I don't need to shit now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I hope everyone. I hope everybody enjoyed watching us react to this. And yeah, let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Have an awesome bloody day.